Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 20 of Direwolf20's Server Play series. Oh, my favorite thing to say. I'm hanging out, having a good old time. Just went to the nether, did a little bit of mining because I wanted to get some stuff so that I could create an ME interface. So you can see things cooking along, and now this thing's happy and macerating some nether quartz for me. I'm working on just making a few tweaks and changes to my ME system here. I wanted to get myself some sand and turn it into glass, but then of course I want that glass to instantly turn into, go into the ME system, so I'm waiting on that. And hanging on the server today, we got Marathi, Jaded, and Benny are here, but in TeamSpeak we also have Mdio, who makes Tinker's Construct, as you should know, and Covert Jaguar of Railcraft, and Zeno. How's everybody doing?
I don't get an introduction?
Well,
Yeah.
everybody should know who you are, Zeno.
No, they shouldn't.
They should. Original author of Equivalent Exchange and currently working on Zeno's Reliquary.
No, now I sound like a jerk because I made you give me an introduction.
Yes.
Yep.
As you wish, my good sir.
Completely.
Thanks, Marathi.
You're
Buddy.
welcome, sir.
Pal.
Wow.
Of course, the unfortunate part is now Jaguar's here, and I really needed him like 4 hours ago to pick his brain.
He doesn't get to pick his own brain?
Oh, I had a hell of a time figuring out how to use the villager disembarker thing.
I thought you were going to say disemboweler thing.
Wasn't it
Disembarker.
bugged or something on like a little bit ago?
The disembarking track, if the latest build isn't on the server, it's probably broken.
Oh no, it's working, but for some reason it keeps throwing them out on the tracks. But that's okay because I made suspended tracks and I just drop them down into a pit now.
Oh, well, I don't have much control over where it decides to put it.
Oh man, now I just really want to make a village disemboweler.
That sounds horrible.
MFR has one of those. It's called a slaughterhouse.
Like I said, horrible.
Dyer sends his villagers off to live their lives in peace. I chop mine up into meaty goodness.
These are facts.
That got a rise out of M. That's great.
Yes. See, I'm all about the villagers are friendly, nice people. I don't want to, dump them into a pit of lava. That doesn't seem
Yes.
nice.
Would
Jaded's
you like some
lava.
meat nuggets, Dyer?
What's
It's
that?
not lava. It's a slaughterhouse. It turns them into meat that I cook into nuggets that you can eat now if you want some. You want some?
No,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
good. I'm on a no villager diet.
The nuggets are people!
Yeah.
That's why. Well, the tesseract is called the Soylent Green tesseract.
Oh, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
But they're tasty.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh.
So, what am I working on today? Oh, I remember what I'm working on today. Cool things. I should have at least one. I don't have a can of seed oil yet. Come on, Squeezer. Make 1 can's worth of seed oil, would you? How are my seeds doing? I do want to show you guys how to automate the collection of seeds. Remember last episode I set it up so that it would, go ahead and plant all these seeds and potatoes and stuff, and they're planted and they're, doing their thing, which is awesome. But I want to automatically harvest them. So we'll probably work on that this episode. I need some machines and I need some power out there and stuff. But I also want to get aviaries, because aviaries can be automated. You cannot automate the bee house. You can't pump items in or pull them out. So no amount of applied energistics or buildcraft or anything like that's going to work. So I need to get aviaries so that I can start automating bee production and then start working my way towards 2 things. Number 1, I want better trees so that I can produce more, more fruit. That'll give me more fruit juice, and I want more saplings that have better sappiness. And then I want the bee products, of course. So I'm going to do some extra bee machines because we have that on the server now. Thank you, Benny. And Benny's like, I don't have a mic.
Curiosity.
What's that?
Which mod adds birds?
When did I say birds?
You said aviaries. Those are birdhouses.
Apiaries. Sorry, Jaded.
I wouldn't mind breedable birds. I wanted to tease you. Sorry.
I know. You're hilarious.
No, I'm mean.
Alright, so I need a harvester, I think. Oh, right, we need things. I should probably teach my system how to make plastic sheets, because I'm going to need a lot of those. Everything else is kind of already automated, the redstone reception coil and the machine frame, so that's not too big a deal. So how about I get working on the harvester? Plastic sheets are raw plastic, which you cook with rubber. Okay, that doesn't sound so bad. That should be real easy to make. So I'll be back in just a few minutes, and then we'll be ready to start doing stuff. Alright, back in a second. Alright guys, we're back. I'm getting most of what I need, I think, for this little build. You know what else I'll probably need? That'll do. So I heard, Covert, that you are making some changes to Buildcraft pipes and energy transfer.
Yeah, it's been completely redone so
User
that
left your channel.
they're no longer useless, basically.
I like that.
They no longer lose power over distance, so... And they have a limited capacity now, and the capacity is different for each type of pipe. So you can limit how much power goes down which route and everything.
Well, that sounds cool.
You're gonna make me do math again.
We know Jaded loves that.
Yeah, Jade
Math?
thinks maths is awesome.
Well, you
I hate
have
math.
to do a little bit of math if you wanted the distribution type pipe too.
But that's just dividing. It's not adding and subtracting and multiplying, and it's not algebra.
Well, you
Thank
could do
goodness for
everything in
that.
diamond pipes, and then you don't have to care.
So how do I want to get
know,
items back?
thanks to Player, I now have plenty of diamonds.
Yeah, Player helped out with the diamond supply.
Yeah, it was,
Or so I'm told. I don't know.
Well, I was trying to get emeralds, and it's the 0.09% chance, so I figured make a couple thousand scrap boxes and open them and just walk away. And I ended up with like 1,200 diamonds because there was a bug.
There was a bug that caused the reverse of the percentage for diamonds. So it was like 99% chance for diamonds. Is that what it was from scrap boxes?
Well, it ended up, we had tried it just like opening a couple stacks by hand. It was like 98% diamonds, and the rest was tin ore.
Nice.
Like, somehow
lovely
I am
bug.
thinking this is not what's supposed to happen.
Probably not. I just turned 9 cobblestone into a stack of diamonds.
It's like, like, great. Now, what do I do with all these diamonds? I'm gonna build Player a house. Out of
Sounds like a
diamonds.
good plan.
What else am I supposed to do with them? Except the Buildcraft is gonna give me diamond power pipes.
And now you
Options.
can sort your power based on the type of power that it is, or something that makes no sense that I just said.
Well, yeah, I mean, the diamond pipes will let me open them up, and the GUI will let me sort EU power and MJ power, and I can pick between steam and liquid power, and if it was coming from a magmatic engine, and I can tell it which engine type to send the power from one side to the other side of the diamond pipe.
You're gonna have people coming after me for all these features that were promised that aren't actually there.
Edit that
Yes.
part out, Dyer, so that nobody hears Jaguar say that.
I edit nothing. So the question is, do I want to use the MFR transport system to get items into my ender chest, or do I just want to run ME cable straight over there? I'm thinking ender chest, because the more ME cable I run, the more power it's going to cost me. And my system's already using almost 40 EU per tick just to run. Oh, Vorax joined. Did she join TeamSpeak here?
Not yet.
Well, I'll have to yell at her for not joining then. Alright, for now, while I just have this basic setup, I'm going to use the ender chest. But when we expand on this, which will probably happen pretty soon, I might have one ender chest that everything flows into. Ta-da! Ender chest. So I was just talking to Covert too, and I'm like, it's been a while since I've done a Railcraft Spotlight. What's new? And he's like, a million things. Literally.
Yeah, you said 6.7 was the last version, and that was like over 6
Yeah.
months ago.
That was a long time ago, apparently. Yeah, so expect a Railcraft Spotlight in the very near future once I, track down Covert and say, like, hey, tell me all the things. Okay, that ought to do. So this thing is going to harvest from in front of it. And I think the default range on the harvester is what, 3x3 in front?
Yeah, all of them are 3x3 and no.
Okay, so that
That's
would be this area right here. So it would be harvesting this one, but that one's not grown yet. So I need to bump this up considerably if I want it to be able to collect from this whole area. So let me get some of those upgrade thingies. So I guess if I want 4x4... See, the tricky thing with the harvester is, like, I wanted to face it out like this. I guess the proper thing to do would be to put it in the middle or something, somehow. Guess that doesn't really make sense.
Wait, what? You
I
don't
don't know.
put the harvester in the middle, do you?
I don't know. Well, if it's only doing 3x3, then I have to put a really big upgrade in it for it to be able to reach all the way across my farm.
User disconnected from your channel.
That's the thing. So I think I'm going to need, like, I don't know. Let's see what happens if I give it, like, a iron upgrade, which is +2. Let's see what kind of range it gets.
Where's the book to your place? There it is.
We'll see how iron
Hey,
goes.
you have lots of mobs. And a creeper. Yeah.
Not anymore, I don't. Haha.
I have this urge to, like, sort your animals. I'm going to stop looking at them.
Oh, that looked good. That was promising. Iron upgrade seems to have got... Oh, yeah, look at that. Cool. You know what I'm going to do is get some wheat. I need some bone meal for a sec. I'm going to test this officially. Here's how we're going to test to make sure that this thing can reach the far corners of this little area. So hopefully that should do what I want it to do. Now the other thing is that we want to keep a certain amount of stuff in here. We want to make sure we have enough seeds and potatoes. Look at that, it did reach. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Alright, so the iron upgrade was enough to get it to reach. Alright, I thought I would need some crazy amount, but looks like iron was enough. Cool. Alright, let me work on a way to get the seeds and the potatoes automatically, going in there, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm changing this up because I want to be able to take the seeds and stuff that come out of here and put it back in this thingy. So let's do it with pipes. Do golden transport pipes look different, or is it just my imagination?
I think it's your imagination.
It very well could be. I'm not saying I'm not crazy.
The item pipes, they have kind of a sheen to them. When CPW changed them, he used the powered texture instead of the unpowered one. I think I actually changed it back to unpowered one.
Yes, that's what it is. They no longer have the powered texture. Also, you faded out a little bit there, Covert. So, Dio, what's going on with you, man?
I've been making a lot of new things recently. I've been working my butt off.
Yeah, you have. Like, I see there's a new tab in my inventory screen now for stuff.
That
Couple
tab's
people
been
have
there
asked.
for a while.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't on my inventory screen, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Well, I
It
didn't
went
have
away
it for
for
some
like
reason.
one version.
It was buggy at the time.
That's not the right kind of potato.
If you put a knapsack in the new the inventory, you'll get a new tab too.
Oh, really? A new tab? Oh, that's cool. I was going to ask you how knapsacks work because I wanted to try them. After I finish growing wheat.
Is there any like modifier I can put on the side to make it, say, harvest a wider area?
There's not.
On the side of what?
On the side, it's a new tool with Tinker's Construct that sort of like the red power sickle, only not
Oh, right, I've seen that.
exactly. I was kind of hoping there was some way of upgrading it so that I could like cut down all the flowers around the bees at once instead of 3x3.
So green should
It does
be
work really nice in the
seeds.
3x3. Want to upgrade it? Bigger, bigger.
Maybe later.
Yeah, I think if I make it out, if I make a psi out of manilium, I should be able to harvest in like a 20 block radius.
Well, that's the thing. I made it out of Manulian because somebody on my stream told me that was the only thing I could make it out of. I think they lied.
Possibly. I made a hammer out of iron.
And it's nice. I was just, you know
Here
me.
goes
I always
nothing.
want more.
Go, machine, go.
The only problem with making a modifier like that is you don't have enough slots in any of the, like the tool forge or the tool station.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. So
What do you
what...
mean?
I was curious, Dio, and since you're here, I get to ask you this awesome question. That's probably not that awesome, but still, I want to know. What does, and maybe not anything yet, what does the sides of the hammer do versus the center of the hammer in terms of what materials you use for it?
For crafting the hammer,
Yeah.
all the plates are counted as tool heads, so it averages all of them for speed and everything except repairing and mining level.
Okay. Well, I'm squeezing more
More
seeds.
ways to get extra modifiers. That's cool.
Okay, so I now have a semi-automated farm for potatoes and seeds, and I might even, ditch the potato thing in a bit once I have enough potatoes, which I feel like won't be too long. I'll have a lot of potatoes very soon. But for now, I'm pleased with this. So I'll be back in a few minutes once I clean up my inventory and I'm ready for the next stage of building. And with those extra few seeds I just got, I now have one seed oil can. Beautiful. So I think, let's see, should I make another carpenter? I think I should make another carpenter for seed oil. Or am I going to hide this thing, though? I don't think I need my energetic infuser anymore. I'm going to get rid of that.
You have a spare energetic infuser you don't want anymore? Can I have it?
Sure.
Saves me having to make another one.
This pig spawner can't keep up with the grinder. That's a shame.
You're welcome to stop by my house and take it.
Awesome. I will stop by. Well, if I were to go through your book instead of back through my book. Where might I locate it?
Inside the AE network, I just put it in there.
Ah, cool.
Or I lied. Where did I put it? Alright, I have no... Oh, it's in my inventory. There it is.
Oh, I'm right here, behind you.
There you go.
Come here, boy.
Enjoy.
Come on. Thank you.
I'll just charge my MFE, or my my suits in my MFSU. Alright, guys, let me get some impregnated casings here. It looks like it wants to go, but it's just being slow about it. Come on, dude. Go. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, guys, I'm down in my Thaumcraft room because I'm pretty sure Soren is hanging on to my Wand of Equal Trade. And he's not logged in right now. So I'm going to re-enchant this one and hopefully get Treasure 2, Frugal 3. That doesn't sound good. I want the charging enchant. Oh well. Hey Marathi. Are you the one that was causing my sky to glitch out a moment ago?
Yeah, that's that Thaumcraft glitch.
Yeah. He's like, there's 17 different ways to fly on this server, but I'm going to use the only one that causes visual glitches.
It's the coolest one. It causes the entire world to shake.
Yes, it does. I don't think that's the intention, though.
Well, we're actually including a seizure warning on all packs that conclude Thaumcraft until that bug gets fixed with FTB.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. That's actually worse than Soren's liquids.
Yeah?
I'm just waiting for Covert to add something that gives me a seizure. You're going to start having your tanks like flash, right?
TARDIS locomotive pulls you through time.
The tanks, they shouldn't flash, usually.
Well, they only
somebody
flash when you have
adds
Ars
stupid-
Magica installed, and then they flash on and off.
Oh, well, that's not my fault.
Nope.
Just wait for somebody to add animated liquid or something like that.
You mean Soren?
Yeah.
Still haven't forgiven him for that.
What'd he do?
He added, when he first added the animated liquids, they were too fast and they gave me a seizure.
Ouch.
Yeah. Purple railcraft tank filled with green mob essence.
The vast majority of the pictures of the tanks I've seen were all built by people who seem to like clashing colors.
Purple and green go together.
They do if you're the Joker.
Well, no, they're actually considered complementary colors. They're tertiary complementary colors.
You're the boss, you know I don't know anything about design.
Well, I don't know anything about design, but I know colors.
I don't even know colors.
Can't see all colors, but I suppose this could actually look god-awful because, you know, I can't see all colors, yeah. I think you guys are making me think I shouldn't be dyeing them.
Assembly table progress meter is wacky.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to come see that. Really?
The assembly table needs work.
Yeah.
Player was fiddling with it. I don't know if he fixed anything like that. I think he might have.
There we go. How's this look for a B room, guys? I think that'll look good.
We have no idea what it looks like.
Well, come see then.
Yeah, come see.
I may
Problem
or may
solved.
not have fixed your outside wall.
Mine?
Yep.
Was there something wrong with it?
Your AE cables were sticking out.
Ah.
Marathi gets very OCD about some things. Do not fly, Marathi.
But
I have
But-
no
but-
idea where the B room is.
It's on the beach behind my house. So just go like, you know, opposite my front door.
You can fly, Marathi, when like you have modular power suits.
Alright guys, I'm going to spend the next few minutes waiting for this thing to build. I'll be right back. And we're back, guys. I'm just making this awesome looking B room. Hopefully by the time I log in next, we'll have a very green, awesome room. What did you just say you finished working on there, Mr. Covert? Because it sounded terribly awful and terrible to me.
Steam traps.
Steam traps?
Yep. feed them steam, and if you trigger them, they'll spew it out and damage whatever's
How
in
much
front of
damage?
them. It's like 4 hearts per tick, something like that.
4 hearts per tick?
Or maybe it's 2 hearts per tick. I'd have to. Where is it? Yep, 4 hearts per tick.
So, according to my math, and I might be wrong on this, in 1/10 of a second, you're dead.
It
Without
doesn't
armor.
seem to do that. I'm not quite sure why.
I would assume it takes into account armor.
Yeah, it does.
That was a close one.
It doesn't
Alright.
kill me instantly when I'm standing in front of one, so I'm not quite sure.
Is there a limit to how much
Why
damage you can
doesn't?
take or something? Like, you can't get hit like 10 times rapidly or something?
I don't know, there
There's-
might be.
Yeah, I don't know how that
All
works.
mobs, including players, have an invincibility timer.
All mobs?
All of them.
Yeah, it's why you can't like absolutely mash your sword button and just like kill zombies or skeletons stuff like that instantly. They get knocked back, and then it's like a little instant before you can hit them again. Also,
Cool.
you shouldn't ever have a spider problem on your roof.
Although now that you
The roof
mention
is
it,
now
I probably
spider-free.
should limit it.
So I've
into,
got
per
several
second
drones.
instead of per tick.
I've got Sorceress, Unusual, and Attuned drone bees. Which one of those should I work with first?
Depends. Where do you want to go in magic bees?
I don't know. I don't have anywhere to go yet. I just want to put them in an apiary and automate it and go to bed.
Okay, cross one of those with a cultivated bee.
Okay. Well, which one should I just start breeding a bunch of drones of? Like, which ones are going to be useful to have a lot of drones for?
The sorceress bees are really nice to have a lot of drones of, or well, specifically to have a lot of them running simply for the magic wax is really useful. But all of them are going to be equally good for breeding because it's sort of like with forestry's common cultivated thing. You breed the base magic bees to common cultivated drones, any of the base ones, to get eldritch. And then from there, you start moving into the magic bee line.
Cool. Didn't I get some
So-
super rare bee at some point? Where is that bee? Or did an alien actually come steal it from me?
Super rare bee?
Yeah. There was one that I found that was like underground near Redstone or something.
Oh, that would be the attuned,
That was the attuned?
Um,
Okay.
I think. Or, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the attuned. Is the
No, I've got
Redstone bee?
5 princesses of those. Unless I'm getting them from Digger Age. That could be the case.
Quarries can dig them up.
Okay, that works. Alright, so let's go put,
The-
you know what I do need is probably flowers. What kind of flowers do the Sorceress and Unusual Princesses need?
All of them run regular flowers until you get to like the vis bees, the node bees, etc.
Okay.
The rest run regular flowers.
Actually, that's a good question. Do I have V in the area near my bee house? I don't think I do. Alright, I'll have to create a second bee house. Oh, Marathi, you're putting cool things around so that it lights up the house. 182. 182 what? V? Aura? My portable hole's not recharging in this area anymore. I know, that's what I said.
Sorry, I had to turn off my mic. Massive case of hiccups.
Alright, guys,
I'm
so
not sure
I
where
think
else
we're
to
getting
put lights without
pretty
getting in your way.
close. What's that?
I'm not sure where else to put lights without getting in your way.
It's all good. I'll put some of Neptune's lights in here. So this is going to be my bee room.
Marathi, would you kill the rain, please?
Yeah, the rain's totally been going on
Yes,
for a long time. All right, so what was I saying? All right, it's probably wrapping up time. So, unfortunately, we got to get going. But what I'm going to do is let these bees process, manually. And then next episode, I'm going to come back and do what I can to automate them using applied energistics. I'm pretty sure I have a couple ways with applied energistics that I can automate this stuff. And then we'll start looking at, all the different machines. And I want to do like as much as I can to automate the bee stuff playing around with applied energistics. So I think that would be pretty awesome. I should probably run my mining machines a little bit. They probably could be run. Where's my digger age? It's probably been a while since, I ran them. Let's see. I have a long way to run. There we go. Hey, there's the end of this. So my turtles should be up here. There they are. These turtles are the
Rain
best.
dissipating.
They have not gotten stuck or had any problems yet. Though I see somebody's quarry is directly in front of me, so I guess that's not too big of a deal. We'll run it 64 times. Go, mining wells, go! Haha, that's cool. Now, I could, of course, expand this if I wanted to, but it's only going to cause it to mine slower. So, like, my point of view is, like, 6 is enough, dude. Like, I'm pretty good. I could expand it to 16, but then the mining wells are just going to go that much slower. And I think in the end, it's really not going to make much of a difference. I think any more than 4, you're not really gaining anything by adding more turtles to the system. So... and I have 6 already, so I'm already overdoing it. Anyway, I need to wrap up, like I said. So Direwolf20 signing off, episode 20 of the Server Play series. I'll come back next episode and automate some bees. All right, guys, take it easy.